Alright.
For this team, playing a lot of minutes, both offensively and defensively. He has to be a guy that the team looks to for leadership as far as how he plays the game, how he practices, and of course how he leads off the ice as well. It's nice to see him playing so well, and he looks happy. And that's the biggest thing is, having happy hockey players, confident hockey players is the key to it. And this upper injury last year, he wasn't able to take as many face-offs, so that'll be something that we're going to monitor here tonight against Carolina. So it's good to see Robert Thomas really heat up. Right now, time for a FanDuel same-game parlay, where if you bet $10, you can certainly get some nice money for $38.70 if all these odds hit. They are certainly subject to change. We're going to take the over at 5.5 at -142. Jimmy Snugger will get 8 shots on goal in the previous game. We're going to say he's going to get 3 plus 175. And Steph Jarvis, 28 goals on the season. We'll say he's going to get a point at -250, Jamie. Yeah, those are some good odds right there. Jimmy Snugger, we talked a lot about that. He is just firing the business.
Alright. Make sure everything's working.
NHL fans, FanDuel knows it's. We'll get to Jarvis now here. Steph Jarvis, a guy I mentioned, 28 goals, Jamie. I mean, he's a guy who obviously played for Team Canada in the Olympics and super talented Olympic player in Carolina. Yeah, real kind of best time there. He's not a physical guy, but he manages to always find his way in areas. He's dribbling along the ball, not afraid to get the button to suck that puck. He's absolutely a guy that you got to watch out for. All right, NHL fans, FanDuel knows it's more fun when you're winning.
Hello? There it is. I think we've gone through and fixed that now. Alright. Works. Good deal. Oh God, it's working. Baby, it's working.
Second period, Lindsay and Colton Brady, and they come back for a second game in a row after the team up for some match matches. Lindsay is second NHL team.
What's that? I know it. That's why I make it that. I love you, baby. Okay, I'm just letting you know. We can hear every single thing you say. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. A couple minutes till it starts. We're gonna grab some quick grub. Be back.
got a great shot, great finish. 23 goals, 43 assists, 66 points. He's going to be the catalyst. And another thing, too, is the Blues from their breakouts. They've got to be aware at all times. They're going to be just so aggressive. They're best to be pitching all over the ice early. The strong side defenseman, he tries to keep pucks alive as well. Jim Montgomery talked this morning about some of the offensive guys using their body to protect the puck in order to get out of the zone. And if you don't, you got to deal with Aho, and you got to deal with Big Svechnikov as well. 30 goals, 33 assists, 56 points. He's a left-hander as well. And if you let these guys keep the puck in the offensive zone for an extended period of time, two things happen. One, you bear down, because defending these guys is not easy. But two, they get the defenseman involved in the offense as well. And then it turns into a little bit of a chaos drill in the defensive zone. You can't keep track of guys. And that's where Carolina takes a lot of opportunities. So managing the puck tonight is going to be really, really important.
Yeah, and coming out in the previous game against Pittsburgh, they have a 9-point lead right now on Pittsburgh in the Metropolitan. I think the big problem for Carolina coming out of the trade deadline is, do they have enough to get over the hump and get to the Stanley Cup final?
Tough to say. They really didn't add a lot at the deadline. They had Big Nick Delorier. He's a physical guy. He's not afraid to drop the mitts. But the one element that I think they lacked, and it showed in the last couple of playoff runs as they ran into teams like Florida and whatnot, a little more grit. Team toughness, team grit, handling those pucks in the corners, batting in the front of the net. We'll see. This Carolina team has been really good. They've had a couple of exits in the playoffs where they have not been happy. Maybe they've learned from that. Maybe they've added some more to their game internally. But at the deadline, I know that Rob Brendamore was hoping they would add a little bit more, but apparently the cost of doing business was a little too high for them.
Yeah, previous conference finals for this Carolina team, but that's not good enough for this team. They want to get to the Stanley Cup final. We'll talk about Carolina. Carolina and the Blues. Should be a good one here in Raleigh. We'll focus on the goaltending and get you set for this primetime matchup as the Blues take on one of the top teams in the East. Stay with us here on Vandal Sports Network.
I was like 18 to 68. See that?
Blues Live is brought to you by Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. And present the Heart led by Yingling, the generation of light beer. Field night here in Raleigh, it's the Blues and the Hurricanes. And you got to go back to 2007 when the Blues had 3 first-round picks. They also had it in 2023. The difference is, Jamie, all 3 first-rounders in 2023 playing in the game the other night together, and they're going to do the same here this evening.
Yeah, it feels like just yesterday we were
All right,
talking
boys
about these guys
and girls,
playing the
girls
World
and boys.
Junior Championship. And here
Yeah.
they are now playing for the St. Louis
About
Blues. and they're
10-ish,
one of the
15-ish
teams
minutes till
that's
puck drop.
obviously just playing against
So,
Zaborski,
Papa's gonna be-
and Joe had a fantastic Olympics. And then you've got
Got
Coach
put my sports
Steffer,
bets in.
rookie
So,
NHL player, but because of numbers and maybe
so far, this is what I've got going. So I've got over 6.5 Buffalo for the Caps Sabres game. Over 6.5. I'm actually going to take the Oil over the Stars. Over 6.5 for Blue Jackets Panthers. Over 5.5 for Blues Canes. Over 6.5 for Sharks Bruins. Over 6.5 for Wings Tampa. Over 6.5 for Ducks Leafs. Let's see here. I like to fill up the ticket, but there are games I just won't touch. I'm going to go over 5.5 for Blackhawks Mammoth because I feel like that's a pretty solid game, right? So, and then I'm going to do over 6.5 for Avs Kraken with Avs winning, and then the last couple of games. I'm going to go over 6.5 for Penguins Knights. So I'm not going to put a winner attached to that. I'm going to be a will. I'll take the plus 130. I'll take the plus 130 for the Penguins on that. So just a cheap, 25-cent bet. 25 cents pays out $1,200. So nothing crazy. Just a little something. So. And then what I always like to do is go to the Canes game. Let's put one on there for you. Over Canes. Who do you choose though? Who do you choose for the goal scorer? I always try to do one. Makes the game more exciting, right? Paul screwed me over last game. I had everything. If Paul had just gotten a point, I would have gotten $65 and a $1 bet. So I was not a happy camper on that bad boy. I think I'm going to go. So I'm going to go Blake. Blake as my one goal scorer for tonight, right? And then I'm going to go to points, and I'm going to hit up. Ooh, interesting. They won't let me do. I can do 1 point for Jarvie and 1 point for Aho. Yeah, I don't really want to do anyone else, truthfully. Though the ability to say who's going to put a point in a period is sort of crazy, right? Because like it's it's first period Aha was plus 185 if he gets a point, but you sort of would think that it could potentially be more, So. But so yeah, I had the guys hooked up with the fish cam. Got a little fish action going on there. Got a little zesty treat that's blurry. Best I can do, sorry folks. Alright, so Ahu Jarvis both with a point. Blake with a goal. Right, then the goaltenders. Ooh. So Bennington is 27.5. I feel okay making that bet. I'm just not thrilled that it's only a minus 125. And I guess it's about as good as it's going to get, yeah. So I'll take that. And then I don't think there's anything else I want to hit up on here. I've learned to stay away from shots at this point. I feel like it's shots for the players. I feel like it's so funky, weird sometimes. Oh, there was one more I could do, which was okay. Oh, this is fun. Okay, so first goal. Oh, dude, it's so hard. Shots in the first 2 minutes. Ooh, I don't want to touch that one either. I think my favorite one is goal in the first 5, but I don't see that listed right now. Oh, there it is. Total goals in the first. Okay, so goal in the first 5. Ah, dude, it's so hard. Oh, that's weird. It's not changing the. It's not working. What if it's not going to let me build that one? Anything more onto it? Oh, it won't. Okay. So I have to decide if it's going to be over in the first 10. It's such a hard call. You know what I mean? It is a relatively hard call. So. I'm sort of leaning towards. Yeah, I'm going to say over 0.5. No, I'm not doing that. Screw it, I'm not going to do it. So $1 pays out 17. 1 pays out 17. Let's see if we can't find just 1 or 2 more little things to add. That's what I want.
Presented by Flight by Yingling as we welcome you down to Raleigh, North Carolina. Tonight we've got the St. Louis Blues.
You know what? I'll take Svechnikov on another point as well. And might as well put Jake on it, right? Because you already say that he's going to have. He's only one scoring goal, so.
Yeah, they're playing really good road hockey as well.
So.
The last 4 on the road after losing the previous 10.
One is now 19.
One of the biggest reasons why has been the high-powered offense of this top line, really leading the way with Robert Thomas right in the middle. We've seen him and Jimmy Snuggerud. What a duo they've been over the last 5 or 6 games, and including Dylan Holloway, who I believe
ship it. I'm actually going to do.
No, fuck it. I'll do 1. You see the numbers; they do not lie, especially at the very bottom there. 6 goals for and 0 against. Getting it done at both ends of the ice, but I want to focus.
And then, of course, I always like to just load up a card. So the first one I did was, I don't know if you could call it conservative, but I didn't choose everything on it. So over Canes, over for Sabres. I'm gonna do over wings. I'm gonna call that upset. For Flames Devils, I'm gonna do over Devils, and then over. I'm actually gonna call another upset over Sharks. I'm then gonna do over for the Panthers Blue Jackets, but I'm actually gonna call Panthers win there. And then Anaheim, I'm going to go over Ducks, Flyers, Minnesota. I'm going to do over Wild. In case you couldn't tell, I like my overs. I'm actually going to do under for Oilers. No, over. I can't get behind the Oilers. Okay, Oilers. Rangers Jets, I think that is going to be, I will go ahead and go under on that one. But I'm going to go, so, Hawks, Mammoth, over, I've reached my maximum on picks. I'm pretty going to go back and take off a couple that I don't feel so great about. Like Avs Kraken over Avs, obviously. And then I'm going to take off the Jackets, Panthers, and I'm going to hit Penguins with the over. And now I'm going to hit it with a point, 25 cents. For a smooth $50,000 if I win. Not that I think I'm going to win, but if I do.
The top team in the Eastern Conference as the Blues take on the Carolina Hurricanes. They're in the hallway, they're in the runway. They're getting ready to go, warmed up. Puck drop coming right up. Blues and Canes from Raleigh in a moment.
Yeah, so here's that all you got to do to see it, but imagine that. Halsey, I think you owe me you might owe me a beer after that one, buddy. I just need you to get a point for a $65 payout. So. Ba-dum. So, but should be a good game. Canes and Blues. Let's get going against the game now, right? So, should be a good game between the Canes and the Blues. I'm a little nervous for the Canes just because I feel like Penguins game wasn't great, honestly. I think that it was a good hockey game, but not a good from the X's and O's. I'm sure Rod wasn't thrilled about it, but I think Bennington is always sneaky good, so you don't want to get too comfortable with someone like him. But I think they have the complete ability to win it. I just don't know if they will. So, but it'll be a good game regardless. So. I was watching the Blues feed. I enjoy sort of watching the opposing team's feed every so often, just to hear about what's going on with their team, where they're at. So it seems like the Blues are the 3 first-round picks they had from a couple of years ago. All of them are playing. So in my world, I think that's interesting because I think that means, that they're going to have a younger, hungrier team than what you probably were going to be expecting. With all that being said, though, I think that the Hurricanes, it's a good challenge for the Hurricanes. Not because necessarily, because like the young and hungry teams are sometimes the hardest ones to defeat. So, but anyway, my wife's back there eating. So, hope that you're going to join us pretty soon, I hope.
I didn't say that.
You didn't say that. You already showered and everything.
I didn't say that. It's YouTube. I comment at the end of the lesson and
What's that?
I didn't comment. I put a comment.
Where?
YouTube.
I don't see anything from YouTube.
Yeah, I said I can't wait to watch the end.
Here tonight as we transition to our England starting goaltenders tonight. So the Blues will be Jordan Binnington taking the cake in his first game of the back-to-back. Joel Hofer more than likely going tomorrow. And then Brandon Bussey, the 27-year-old rookie, was in Providence for the last few seasons behind Swayman and Allmark. And he's getting some Vezina votes here in Carolina. So it's going to be certainly a great test tonight here for the St. Louis Blues. Stay with us. We have the anthem and puck drop coming up next.
Always good to see a crowded Lenovo/PNC Center. So, alright. Jump over. Sorry guys, I always forget my peeps on TikTok. I'm streaming using a different tool. So now I gotta keep a close eye on something. So my bad guys. My bad guys. But hope y'all enjoy the fish. I actually enjoy watching the game sometimes. So much going on right now. What are you watching? Yeah, I can hear it from here.
Somebody's not ready to do a birthday.
Oh Lord.
St. Louis Blues hockey is presented by Toyota. See where Toyota takes you. Test drive one at your Toyota dealer.
Hey, hold it up.
Let's go
Yes.
places.
That's not
Dynamic, the next generation of light beer.
Dun,
And by the Mid-America Chevy dealers, Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in the St. Louis area.
Adam Lee Decker always does a good job for the
Well, we
Canes.
welcome you back here to
So.
Raleigh, North Carolina, the St. Louis Blues against the Carolina Hurricanes. And how about that? Jim Montgomery, head coach of your St. Louis Blues, has them on a 4-game winning streak on the road.
Alright,
And on the other
let's
side,
go.
well, that's going to be a familiar face for a lot of St. Louis Blues fans. Ron Brindamore, originally drafted into the NHL with the Blues, eventually traded away to Philly. Stanley Cup champion as a player with the Carolina Hurricanes. And, of course, now their longtime longtime head coach, and he has them atop the Eastern Conference. Just 2 points ahead of the Buffalo Sabres.
Jim Montgomery talked about Ron Brindamore this morning. He said, as a player, he was tenacious. He never stopped working. And this Carolina team has completely mirrored the identity of this head coach.
Let's go, Kings. Come on, boys.
The puck now comes to the near side, and off that face-off with a dump it in, and it goes down into
Statement by having that fourth line start, that's for sure. Fourth line had a great game last night, or against the Penguins. And out of that, honestly, they might have been the most consistent line out there. I mean, I know that like some other lines put more points for sure, but as far as not letting goals go in as well, they did really well. So, if I'm the Hurricanes, though, I'm probably wanting to stay away from making this a chippy battle. I feel like this is like the last thing the Hurricanes need right now. We already have Tampa on Saturday, which means it's going to be, that game's 100% going to be chippy. So you don't want to get a key player injured right off the get-go. So.
Young defensive core on the ice for the St. Louis Blues. Snuggerud on. All the way, and Thomas joining them in the puck. Controlled by Bennington to Mayu off the wing. Snuggerud.
I wonder what they're doing with the audio from this Blues feed. It's weird. It's like the announcers are like super loud. But yeah, you can barely hear like the puck move at all, or like the click of the sticks. There we go. It's a little better now.
So Ron Brindamore, he got away from the Broberg and Mayhew matchup with Robert Thomas. Thomas went over the boards that second shift, and Brindamore sent over the Jordan Stahl. So trying to free up this top line on home ice.
Over the far wing. Good play by Otto.
There you go, stretch. Okay. Send it. Oh! Oh, that was so close.
Yeah, I tell you, stretching the cob on that tip.
Great play.
But man, what a great chance for this top line. Imagine Aho leading the Carolina Hurricanes with 66 points. They got back to going here, these three. They find each other.
Oh, that was such a good little play, too. Oh, Svetch, you poor bastard. Completely overskated the puck. Oh, that was close, though. It was a good try. Good try.
About 2 minutes gone here in the opening period of play. They hike it to Cairo, and then shot goes off a stick, getting right in the way. In a hurry was Chatfield, and that's the puck goes.
You just get the feeling too, and a save like you just
So, new setup, guys. Went through.
you just get the feeling that
My wife got me last top, so Papa happy. My wife, I got a good wife, so she, you know, I paid for half the laptop. She's like, I got you for the other half. So she's a real good wife. So.
Yeah, it's why I was pretty
So, oh, what the hell? So, I'm now completely on Streamlab. I have the ability to stream to multiple places. I just don't get the only issue is I don't get the TikTok chat in my producing in the Streamlabs producer. So.
That in over the line. Key piece acquired by Carolina last year with a traded Rankin. Carolina acquired Rankin from Colorado. Clearing attempt, no good. Thomas will hand it off. That's Dylan Holloway 3 minutes into the first period here in Carolina. And it's dumped over on the far side. Put in behind the net. Bounce to the near wing and off the wall, it comes nice play. Snuggerud thought he had a man in the middle.
There you go.
It's not. It comes
Oh, good save. Bennington's still a solid goaltender. Just had an off year, man.
Still playing and it's shot into the crease, knocked away by Bennington. The Blues
good play.
Turn it back over. Now play by Thomas. Then I think a play to the near side.
You mentioned Jordan Stahl. Still playing all these years later with 1-0 victory.
floor. Mango. Oh! Score!
And then one of the Canes falls down. That puck's still loose. Eventually whistled. One of those Hurricanes came down hard on Bennington in the crease. I think it was William Perrier. It's hard to kind of pick up who that is down there. Now they're finally coming to their feet. Yeah, William Perrier, he was...
That was,
a little extra effort, I believe, but Bennington was down. Perrier went over there. Here was their top of the roll. They pass out of Bennington to get rejected. And then, of course, there's...
Yeah, I mean, who are you going to get mad at?
Philip Rover is going to give a little nudge to Perrier, who's going to fall right on top of Jordan.
A little nudge. I mean, two of them cross-checked him.
Save of the game we see from Bennington were a second, third effort to swarm of that Carolina offense, like we talked about in that open.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who you could be blaming on that one besides their own player, but you know.
5 shots on goal already for the Hurricanes. Bennington with 5 saves. Martinkowski on the draw. Walker's going to take it. And over to the far wing and it goes. That one backhanded into the corner behind the net. Robinson. Off to the far wing.
Shoot it.
Keishan. 9 goals on the season for the rookie. That's a franchise record. Broke Justin Falk's record of 8. Blues got it cleared enough. Numbers going up.
Good play.
Plays in the middle. Got it down low, but it's
Okay, there we go.
Placed up, played right back up by Carrier. That's a great rush chance early on there for Logan Mayu, who's really starting to find his offensive swagger. Almost had his partner on the back door.
Oh. Shoot it!
Oh, you down into the corner. Over the far side with it. Gaines, Chatfield shoots it on.
All right.
And Bennington with his 6th save.
I mean, 7 shots to nothing right now. Hurricanes are dominating the flow of the game for sure.
Hurricanes got forced the windows, obviously. That's how you make it. Against the Carolina Hurricanes, those windows and how you board them up, that's going to be defending. You have to figure out a way to defend. Look at the NHL rankings. First in the league right now for forecheck chances for the Hurricanes, and then they're also getting it done on the rush side. Those are the most dangerous teams in the National Hockey League to defend against. It's the forecheck, it's also the rush. Once you take around the transition, take that away from their game, then they're going to start with the forecheck. So many different ways they can also hurt you. So the Blues have got to be ultra sharp here in the team, though. Well, it helps to win that first face-off. They did. Puck coming around. Stenberg with Keandre Miller on him, and it's dumped back. Tucker will move it up. Butchnevich to center. Chip it in. Stenberg.
I'd like to see Miller make quicker decisions.
8 points.
Like he overthinks it sometimes.
In his first stint.
You know?
This is the second game of his second stint. And now the puck carried in by Carolina. Walker, the defenseman, gets to it, slings it. That goes off Hughes sooner. And the Blues will snap it out to Butchnevich in the neutral zone. Send it down along the lane. Go into the corner around Miller. Reaches back to get it. Nice strip in the middle. They go forward.
Okay, good deal.
Clean. That'll bring the Hurricanes out. Svechnikov in on Perico.
Oh, good save. Great shot by Stankoven. Good chances from the Hurricanes. I mean, Bennington's completely bailing him out right now.
Where the Blues were not manufacturing any offense, and you're going to see this right pad save through the seam. Look how he pops over, gets a good hard push on that left leg, and shuts down this top line, all because of a turnover there by Cam Fowler. The offense is on that puck that's going to knock him down for him.
Cranes are looking great. Cranes are looking good, so.
Aho on the face-off. Wins it. Clayman takes it down into the corner, trying to center. Blocked there by Bennington. Clayman missed his 25th game of the season as he's dealt with injuries this year. Key piece on that top defensive pair for Carolina. And a puck dumped all the way down by the Blues on net ice. So no icing. Blues are able to make the changes. Perico ends up staying out of the Hurricanes. Quickly whip it up that side of the ice. Robert finding Thomas.
There you go. Good. Oh, what the hell?
With help from Robert. Keeps it in over the line around Chatfield.
Good play by Slavin.
Blocked by the goaltender Bussey.
Nope, that was Slavin.
Jarvis got it up to the line, and he did get it up, the linesman says. He's sitting on the Carolina bench, offside his whistle.
Good play so far. Good play so far. Can't complain, so. I'm going to center. Hit me a little bit. That's all right. There you go. So, yep, the kid's looking good. Can't complain, can't complain. Oh, you know what I bet?
Babe, are you gonna eat your ice cream later?
Mine?
Ice cream that we bought?
Oh, I started it today. I opened it today.
You did?
I did.
You finished it?
No.
No.
So. My daughter came up to me earlier. I don't know if some of you guys heard it. She said, "Papa, have you seen We Have to Celebrate Our Differences?" I was like, "Yep, kiddo." Papa was, I don't know, 15, 16 when that came out. That was a good one. That was a good one. So, but yeah, I have the anytime scorer for the Hurricanes at Jackson Blake. I would love it for him to be able to get one here. He's been pretty good these last couple of games for the Hurricanes. So I think last game he had maybe an assist or two, but always dangerous, always hot. So it seems to be on that line. He's the shooter. Oh, damn it! Oh, Svetch. Svetch is struggling tonight. He forgot to eat his Wheaties or something.
This one comes off the wall. Marinko gets it to the near side, and that one swept back in.
Again.
You can tell early on with this top line for Aho. Ron Brittenmore saw the old team hop out there in his second career game during with the puck. And he's trying to get his top line out there against the youngster. Nice stand up in the neutral zone on Walker.
Oh, Lord. Okay. I always think that if you are in between the red line and the offensive zone, right, you don't make a pass. You dump it in. Because they don't have enough speed, right? So they tried that 3 times to pass it to another player. Ooh, I'm surprised that wasn't a penalty. That probably could have been a penalty. But no, they tried 3 times to make that pass, and it just doesn't work. They don't have any speed. They're flat-footed, so they end up immediately turning it over, and it just becomes chippy back and forth play. So dude, just go ahead and dump it in, or pass it back. Circle back, even if it's back to the goaltender. Pass it back, and then move forward, move up with it again.
Serious knee injury in their last game, and he's not missing any action. He was a huge piece they brought in this past year.
I do like Parenko. I would love it if the Hurricanes go after him. I just don't think that they will. Who are you going to trade? You know what I mean? It would definitely be like an upgrade over, a Walker. But I don't necessarily know if the Hurricanes would find it worth it to pursue. What do you have to give? What do you have to give up for him? But I do like his style play. I like he's a little bit heavier. He's a veteran guy, so I think it would be, helpful. But I'm super, super glad I did not take the goal in the first 10 minutes. Because right now we are a minute and a half away from that not cashing in. So.
shots on goal favoring Carolina. That's not much of a
What are you doing?
surprise.
You're supposed to come on. People want to see somebody pretty.
189 more shot attempts
So.
than the St. Louis Blues have had this season coming into this game. Look out. They bring it into a one-sucker.
Oh, shoot! You scores! Hey!
Yes.
See, you come, they score, yeah.
Yup, I bring the lucky charm.
See,
I'm the lucky charm.
good deal. Of course, it's this motherfucker again. For any of y'all who watch my YouTube or TikTok videos know that I hate this guy. But his last couple of games he scored, so I guess I should be happy, be thankful. Though he did go into the net, pure NHL 26 style.
And he threw himself into the goal. Wait. It is cool? Oh,
Beautiful. Yeah, he won't ever do that again, though. But hey, it's all right.
Oh, look at
he's not happy about it. Oh, and of course, so yeah, I would have cashed in if I'd made that bet. Of course, the figures. All right, Blaker, come on.
Here winning, Stankoven out of the corner to the left wing for Slavin as they announce lead. Jankowski goal over the PA system. Put it to the front of the net.
Come on.
Here's it to Broberg. And a bouncing puck through into the neutral zone. Trying to get to it. But worse, he could not in time. And he's got to go back to Blake flushing it out. Look out. Right at the blue line. Holloway avoided a collision. Got it out.
Go.
Right back in. They lay it over on the far side.
Blake.
Down to the bottom of the
Blake, shoot!
Yeah.
Oh!
What?
What a save! Bro!
Wow.
Oh, dude.
That was good.
Great save by Bennington. Great save by Bennington. Yeah, I'm good.
Wait, why don't you turn that light right there?
No, because I don't want to right now. Let's do it the way it is.
Look at this left skate push right off the right pad. It's underneath the right
So.
blade as he gets a little help from Logan Maybe to keep that
Making
puck
sure everything
out.
works the way it needs to.
And I think the Carolina Hurricanes are possibly going to look at this curve and see if it went in. You got a little stall of play here, or is it a timeout here for Jim Montgomery?
It's really early to call the timeout if I'm Jim Montgomery.
Jim
Oh, it
Montgomery.
is timeout.
You can see him barking out a bit. Let's talk for this quick message.
What's up?
I thought you
Well, that's the reason why I got extra things set up. So, if you look at the feed, I can miss a fish tank. So, if anyone asks, it's a great, it's the video, my channel's about fish watching hockey.
29 into this game. Curve that like it because you've got to figure out a way to slow this train down for Carolina. I think Jim Montgomery clearly not impressed with the start to this game. It seems like the Blues right now are hesitating, very slow, coming out of the D zone. Right now it's led to some turnovers and they're basically...
Whenever there's a timeout like that, the best thing to do is always just to try to pound in another one real quick. Just so they end up, obviously they waste the timeout, but like, the longer it goes, the more the timeout worked. So,
Lost it. Played Steve, who picked up an assist. He sends it up to Stenberg. Those two are called up together on Monday. Long out the pass for the Kings, missed the man in the neutral zone, and that's going to be a big whistle against Carolina. We're just halfway through the first period. Blues being outshot 10-1. Carolina leading on Jankowski 7th of the year. Here's Jimmy Snuggerud as the top line on Dylan Holloway. He's going to be taking the face-off. Robert Thomas last game against the Islanders, he hurt his right pinky where he can't take face-off. You're going to see Dylan Holloway is going to jump in there and try to do a job. Talked to Robert this morning. He was super bummed. He couldn't take draws last game. Said he's not ready to go again here tonight. And it made a difference in that game 2 days ago as they were able to use him, especially in overtime.
Okay.
Get out of the air.
Impressive. So much bounce. Oh, wow.
Second line is blocked. DeAndre Miller got a piece of that second attempt. Mayhew holds it in. Pass to Holloway, then to Thomas. Through to the far wing, Broberg. And in behind the net. Picked up by Snuggerud.
Did our boy Anderson played it in?
No, it's Bussy.
Bussy?
Down low, Holloway there. Gets cut off, but Thomas back to Holloway. Walks it in.
Oh, good play.
Stick save.
Good play.
A swinging poke check there by Bussy. Holloway able to hold it in. And Snuggerud. Checked into by Miller, but Holloway is there. Deflected puck to Broberg. On his back end, moves it along the lane.
Get them out of there. Why are they all over here?
Back on the corner. Behind the net on the wraparound, nowhere to go, and eventually checked away there.
Oh, come on, ref.
Underneath the
I know,
referee,
get out of the
Thomas
way.
back.
Here you go.
But his pass ends up out of the zone.
Yeah, really nice response shift right after that time out for Jim Montgomery. He went back with that top line in the offensive zone after a Carolina icing. We got a tired matchup against the Ottawa line. They win the face-off and spend a good 35 to 40 seconds in the offensive zone.
Jack Finley will move on. Chatfield takes a big hit. Good forward check by Nathan Walker. Chatfield's going to come back on him. Bouncing puck finds Fowler. And a long shot gets blocked in the slot, cleared to the neutral zone. Chopped up ice.
All right, boys. Don't let this team get their.
You did a lot of shots though. 11 shots.
Yeah,
They
but
only did one
they're
shot.
already they're turning it up. Blues are coming back hard, so.
Nobody has played more games in this Carolina franchise history than Jordan Stahl for the franchise. And his brother has the second most games.
Yeah, amazing. Jordan approaching 1,400 games as a whole between Pittsburgh and Carolina. Like I said earlier, he is still very effective right now.
Lifted up, cleared out by the Hurricanes. Break was going to stay
That's a
to
key.
80
I don't know why I'm
Coming in,
sitting
trying to
down.
fly in on him was
Oh,
William
do what
Carey.
you want. I don't know,
The
I'll
other
tell you.
way. Let's see. Looking for Kyrou. Could connect.
Come on, guys.
Finds it, steps up. And his
Jesus.
shot gets deflected off the
I
side
lied.
by
Oh, the
Riley and out of play.
Lost the man on that
A
one.
little bit too long there as Colton tried to step in.
Look at me. I'm
That hard
cold.
slap shot, good ball saved by Mike Riley. Carolina,
Okay.
4-4, Mark Kinkowski. Got the Hurricanes the lead.
All right.
Oh, you turned the waterfall down?
Yeah, I know. I just turned it
Right
off,
away.
so yeah, that's too much background noise with it. So, but oh, I want to check something real quick.
Wait, where you put the camera? Is that right there? The thing right there?
That? Yes.
Oh.
It's facing the tank and that, and then this is facing me.
Look at you. Mark. I know. I wasn't here when you were setting up. I'm cooking meals for you.
Boom, boom, boom.
That blue.
Check something.
Well, we want to be back to Carolina. There's Rob Brindamore. One of the things that the Carolina Hurricanes do so well, this is what makes it the BJC Healthcare difference maker. Big hit. Look at Chatfield right there in front of the Blues bench. The D jump, the routes from the wingers. You see Chatfield jump once, jump twice. And that, of course, is going to set up the offensive zone time where eventually Stapleton is going to be all alone with that goal before he ends up hitting the post right there.
Rod Brindamore, the 9th overall pick in the 1988 draft by the Blues. The last forward taken by the Blues with the top 10 pick in the draft until they took the horse. He is 23 at 10th overall. Long shot blocked away in front. Pareko will go to the corner. That one buckled Kyrou as he comes back to the far side. With great hockey game, put it to the corner. Lipsky going off. Hurricanes far side. Walker with a shot on and another save by Bennington.
72-mile-an-hour wrister. Puck going over to the far side. Long shot blocked away. Through a roll by Kyrou. Centered especially Goff. He deflected it over the crossbar. Kyrou very slow to get up and definitely banked up.
Yeah, he took that pass right off the ankle from Sean Walker.
Stays on the edge and stays in the middle, but he's hunched over. Center right pass gets blocked away and shipping it forward. Kyrou
There you
get
go.
it out of the zone.
Yeah, nutsy shift right there under Jordan. He took that shot off the ankle and he stuck with it the whole way.
He's come right back in. Mayu makes a nice play on Jarvis. Did not call when Jarvis fell down. Loose puck comes in front. Saved by Bennington. And Rich Naval should play to the zone again. 1-0 Carolina leading. Wrapping up Rod Brindamore there, Joe. Traded from the St. Louis Blues on September 22nd of 1991 with Dan Quinn for Murray Barrett and Ronnie Sutton. How about that? Robert down into the offensive zone. Checked into by Hall, and then Hall went down. Blues fed to the front. Couldn't connect to put it on goal.
All right.
Cleared out. Mayu drifting back to get it. His defense partner, Robert's going to change. Tucker comes on for Robert. Not a lot of patience here in Raleigh, but when a player stands behind the net, the fans boo him.
Well, you know you're a good hockey club when you're up 1-0 and the fans want more.
5:18 to go. Poroshenko checked into. Brilliant carrier. Moves it around. But the Panthers looking more and more likely to miss the playoffs this Eastern Conference. Be one heck of a battle, and this could be as play as whistle dead as the puck is frozen. This could be
Close.
the year of the Hurricanes, without a doubt. 4:58 to go in the first. Canes up 1-0.
Interesting.
He'll be right back. I'll be right back too.
Okay. All right. Gotta do some adjusting here. So
Well, there's a look at Theo Lindstein. The first-round pick in 2023. The Blues acquired that pick in the Tarasenko Mikkola trade. And how about this? All three of these guys back in the lineup tonight. Dalibor, Dvorsky, Otto Stenberg, Theo Lindstein. They're all drafted in the same draft. Now, it was the first time in franchise history, Joe, that three players all drafted by the Blues in the first round played the same game.
Yeah, pretty incredible stuff. You see his opening lap there a couple nights ago, and he was so smooth, so confident. I talked to him this morning. He has matured beyond his years. He really developed really quickly this year, and his gift is his skating ability. There's Dalibor, Dvorsky, and of course Otto Stenberg. I will say that the one silver lining to the Blues this year for Herbs has been, look at Dalibor last year when he got called up for the 2 games. The Blues were doing so well, where this could give a lot of time for those young guys to really get in there and develop. Well, now the Blues are on the standing. Plenty of opportunity for these
Good
young
play.
guys to get the feet wet.
Regulars.
People mature beyond their years. I've been trying to figure out how to get my maturity through my years.
Lord.
Fowler, moving it in. The defense by Chatfield up high.
Blues Blues have make a punny and it did not stick.
Probably the most impressive first period we've seen all season long. Let's go back into the Colorado game because Colorado they were still giving up chances where Carolina already holding St. Louis to 2 shots on goal. And Kurt Waddle was a dumping, I believe, in the red line.
16 minutes gone, opening period.
I mean, the Blues have not played horrible, honestly. The first 10 minutes was rough, but the last 10 minutes they've actually played really well. They're just not getting they're not getting offensive chances, but at this point, you know, the Hurricanes. So.
The Hurricanes to keep it in. Aho jumps to 97 career points.
But. Oh, we changed speeds. Yeah, sometimes when TV does that, the channel that I go to, it just goes with whoever is better. It's a more consistent feed. So.
The next big thing is here. The Caniac Cash Out Digital Instance Game. Score the ultimate win up to $150,000.
Well, we talked about how good Carolina's starts have been consistently. You know, they replicated it once again. But I think I've only seen 2 shots, but I think Brandon Bussey's had a quiet first period. Biggest thing I'm looking for, most importantly, stopping the puck and the puck handling dimension. Let the game come to you. I thought he let the game come to him in the first period in Calgary, and then that changed. He's let it come to him here in this hopefully 17 minutes.
Does successfully. Set up and now Stenberg. The Blues have something unusual. They have 3 first-round picks for the 2021 draft on the ice here tonight. Stenberg.
Oh, that should be something, right? You'd think that would be something. That's a little crazy.
The gold medal winner from Team USA. Hatfield. This one on the board. It was a big rotation. Ehlers trying to get pace. Gorchenko played it back where Stahl gets to it. Goldberg fight for it behind the net. Comes loose and Blues can move it free. Gorchenko. Deep blue line. Mingle with it. Slavin takes it off. Stahl. Moves it up for Markman. Nice pass for Ehlers. In the defensive zone by Markman.
Good shift from the Stahl line. Monster. I think the first time I met like the Stahl was in Eric's first game as a rookie. 23 years ago. He's here tonight.
Flies. Here comes Kyrou. He's taking off the puck and Jarvis with it now.
They interviewed Henry and Linda and their youngest son Jared, who's now coaching this coach league. After the first period of that game, Conley was ever taller than a Stahl. Jared was very young.
Oh.
They're going to say Aho's offside.
You know, there's been a lot of conversation, there should have, about the puck handling dimension for Brandon Bussey. So basic things to think about. One, when you have a defenseman back first, have him play it. Don't leave it on him. Leave it on his forehand, whether he's a lefty or he's a righty. You either leave it right near the boards or you leave it close to the net. And with your peripheral vision, before you go out and play it, use that peripheral vision and have a plan. Don't make a plan on the fly.
Nice draw. Chip back here. Roll all his way on to Bennington will cover it up there as Jarvis was lurking.
This is like an icing play where Aho can now choose his own dot where that puck came from. 22 seconds left in the period. Aho chooses the smaller side.
One thing to note, by the way, here, St. Louis already used their timeout this period after Carolina got that barrage, so was it wrong?
Oh, come on. Oh, guys. Yeah, it's sort of a gross period, to be honest. But guys, I gotta end this stream. I gotta make a couple adjustments real quick, and then I will be back. So first, I gotta try to get this mic issue taken care of, so y'all can hear me just a touch better. So let me see if I'm gonna start with that and go from there.
Alright, guys.
Quick second.